All right, Greg, thanks so much. Of course, it looks like the incursion, the major invasion, is delayed due to weather. Let's get more on that. Israel's Prime Minister Netanyahu compares Hamas, by the way, to ISIS. Who wouldn't? He warns of a new phase in the war. Listen.
Hamas is ISIS, and just as ISIS was crushed, so too will Hamas be crushed. And Hamas should be treated exactly the way ISIS was treated. They should be spit out from the community of nations.
All right, joining us now with more from the battlefield with insight over in Israel. The next step, let's go to the international spokesperson for the Israeli Defense Force, Lieutenant Colonel Jonathan Conricus. Colonel, thanks so much for joining us. I appreciate it. So let's begin.
Thanks for having me.
You got it. Let's begin here. First off, can you confirm or deny the reports that the invasion is halted because of weather?
Yeah, I saw that New York Times report, and I don't know what it's based on, but I can say that our troops are preparing themselves for the oncoming missions. They are in what we call battle procedure, logistic and operational plans, getting ready for what may be the next stage of this operation.
What was the approach of the first stage? I understand the one success you could definitely tell us you had. You killed al-Qadi, a Hamas commander who spearheaded the attack on October 7th. You can confirm that. Is there anything else you could tell me about your objectives that you may have achieved?
Yes, we have several hundred dead Hamas operatives, combatants, not civilians. That are now either under the rubble or in other locations in the Gaza Strip. I think that we have so far been able to minimize rocket fire, although this can also be related to the fact that Hamas is conserving their ammunition. And I think we have been able to strike a lot of the logistic infrastructure that is crucial for Hamas and its ability to conduct long range and long duration operations.
So when you talk about your targeted strikes, are they coming from fighter jets? Are they coming from rockets? Are they coming from small units?
So what we're using as of now, most of the ordnance is delivered by the Air Force. And I'm talking fixed wing aircraft, fighter jets, as well as UAVs, depending on the target, depending on the availability. But almost everything we strike is from the air. There has been artillery fire, mostly smoke, for various tactical purposes. And that is what we're doing right now. Of course, around the Gaza Strip, we have many additional capabilities that are ready and prepared to enhance operations.
So the Iranian foreign minister said today he calls on you guys to stop the attacks in Gaza and warned the war might expand to other parts of the Middle East, including Hezbollah. They'll join the battle if you go into Gaza. How do you respond to that threat from Iran?
Yeah, I'm sure the Iranians are not happy at the prospects of us dismantling a long-term project that the Iranians have invested billions and billions of dollars in. So I can appreciate their point of view. And it's clear what we are going to do. We are going to dismantle Hamas, and they are no longer going to be a factor once we are done with them. So I can understand what the Iranians are thinking about. It's obvious that they will threaten that Hezbollah will escalate the situation. But here I think 2006 comes into memory, where southern Lebanon and Lebanon suffered very significant consequences for the aggression of Hezbollah in the Second Lebanon War when they attacked us. And it took them many, many, many years to rebuild all of the damage that happened. I think that should be reminded now to Hezbollah and their Iranian masters. What we have said many times in the past, if Hezbollah attacks us, 2006 will seem like a walk in the park, as opposed to what we will do to Hezbollah and anything that supports their infrastructure in Lebanon.
Colonel, have you seen signs that Hezbollah is mobilizing to attack you with some of those 100,000 rockets that they have?
Well, so far what Hezbollah has been doing is attacks across the blue line, the border between us and Lebanon. They fired anti-tank missiles. They have attempted to infiltrate and attack one of our positions up in the area called Mount Dov, which is a far area with no civilian population. And they are constantly, I think I would say, enhancing and escalating the situation, not going above a certain threshold yet. And I think that they can see that we are deployed on the south of the border. We are ready, and there won't be any surprise attacks against Israel this time. And I think that the memories of 2006 are very fresh in Hassan Nasrallah's memory, and they should remain so.
Colonel, our reporters are saying here in Washington that the White House has asked you guys to delay the invasion of Gaza because for humanitarian reasons, to let the citizens move south. Can you confirm or deny that? And if we did tell you to do that, would you even listen?
Well, I cannot confirm. What I know that we're trying to do is to evacuate American citizens. There was an attempt today to evacuate Americans from Gaza towards Egypt. Unfortunately, it wasn't successful. I understand that the blockade was on the Gazan side of the border. I cannot confirm if it was blocked by Hamas or if there was any other issue, but we are, of course, concerned with the humanitarian situation. But the primary focus for us is to dismantle Hamas, dismantle Hamas, and we will do that as fast and as effective as we can.
Yeah, if someone told us to take it easy on al-Qaeda, we wouldn't have listened, so I don't blame you if you're going to go on your own timetable. Colonel, thanks so much for your time and for your information. We're all pulling for you.
Thank you for having me.
You got it.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.